During the last 20 years, countless signallers have been trained using Hitachi simulators connected to VDU control systems to emulate the real world. We've got more than 200 workstation areas simulated right across the length and breadth of the UK. Our developers were able to take that 20 years of experience and use that proven platform as the foundation for the new NX panel simulator.
It's going to make assessment a lot easier and training of contingency signallers a lot easier than existing equipment, because you can actually create scenarios that you can't recreate in real life using the real system, which is what they use at the moment.
There's been a lot of work around the user experience, so the simulation is really close to what the real NX panel looks like.
The realism of the panel, as soon as you see it, you can instantly recognise that it's Wembley panel or any other panel that we're simulating. There's scratches and dents and things in the panel that we simulate to make sure that as soon as the signallers see it, they can instantly recognise it as the real system that they would be operating.
We felt that we needed to make something that was also physical and had appropriate gestures. Buttons are pulled on the real panel as well as being pushed. Switches you can turn by using 2 fingers and rotating around the switch. We have a pinch gesture to represent the pulling of a switch.
Just so similar to using a real panel. Everything just works the way you would expect it to work. You can even do things like putting sticky notes up on the panel like we would, just to jot down information about buttons. Maybe use the keyboard on the TD as well. Everything just works how you would expect it to.
You can actually scale it up to be a full room simulator if that's what the customer requires for training needs, or it can actually be a much more portable concern, something that can be taken from site to site for training purposes, or even will scale down to tablet size so that people can actually practice at home if need be.
For someone who doesn't know the system, they'll have time to be able to familiarise themselves but away from a busy signalling centre. But for someone who also has more knowledge, they'll be able to train on scenarios that they wouldn't necessarily be able to train on in real life. So where you've got an emergency incident, it's something that they obviously can't do in the actual signalling centre. So those kind of once-in-a-lifetime experiences that you hope never happen, they would actually be able to get familiarisation as to how to deal with that.
It's going to give them, lots of additional benefits. It will give them more time to train, more time to learn. The world's changing so much, with COVID and with digital learning and development. I think it's a necessary thing.